Hello everybody, this is Bronislava. I have a blog, HandMadeRukodelky, with lots of patterns. So if you want, click below. There is a link. Some of you probably remember when I was making this blouse. There is a video. I will go and post a link as well. And so in today's video, I am using the same yarn because I had left, actually I bought 4 balls and I still had 2 balls left and some. And I granted someone actually a wish to do a dress for American Girl doll. In today's video, we will work on lacy pattern, okay? We just will work on lacy pattern. If you want to see how to make the top of the dress, you need to click on the link which can be below the video or one of these corners, all right? So that's what we will be working on in this video. If you watched my first video, I showed you how to start the raglan sweater, okay? How to attach front to back over here, how to do this design for a little hole so you could go and weave in the ribbon, and how to finish the sleeves. And in today's video I will be talking about how to finish the bottom with a lacy pattern. We will be working with 11 stitches, okay? And what we need to do is we need to put our markers in there. Another thing that what we need to do is that we need to add 5 stitches in here because I have only 94 stitches, so I need to increase by 5 stitches. So when we do that, then we can go and divide our sections into, we can divide it into 9 sections, and we will separate it with our markers. So let's go and first increase our stitches. So, and we need to do it like 5 times, so I will just distribute it as evenly as possible. So I will increase about every 18 stitches, okay? And we can go and increase by knitting between the stitches. So we will go and take that leading yarn and go and knit it through the back loop, okay? And then continue knitting another 18 stitches. I am doing it from the front. I did it from the front first time, and I'll do from the front second time. All of them basically. And knit through the back loop. All right, so when I have them, we will start our pattern. Okay, so I have 99 stitches around, and we are going to do 11 stitch repeats, so it's gonna be 99 of them, okay? So we need to do 2 times knit togethers, okay? So we're going to go and knit 2 together once, knit 2 together second time. And then what we need to do is do 4 yarn overs separated by 3 knit stitches. That means 1 knit stitch at a time, okay? So yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, that's 2 times, yarn over, knit, that's 3 times, okay? So 3 yarn overs and 3 knit stitches in between them, yarn over, and now we will do slip, slip, knit through the back loop. Okay, and again slip, slip, knit through the back loop, and that's our first repeat. So we will go and put a marker in between. We will repeat it again. Knit 2 together. Excuse me. Knit 2 together again. Okay, let's go and stretch it here a little bit so we can get in there with our needle. So that's 1, 2 knit togethers, and now we need to do yarn over, knit once, yarn over, knit second time, yarn over, knit third time, finish with yarn over, and now we need to do slip, slip, knit, and one more time, slip, slip, knit. And again we are going to go and put marker. Okay, so what is really happening is we decreased by 2 stitches here, and we decreased 2 stitches right here, but in between we added 4 stitches, so it's gonna be always same number of stitches between the markers. You always have to have 11 stitches in between the markers. If you don't have that, you did something wrong. Okay, let me go and move some stitches on this needle. So we have 5 and I need 6 more. So I have 11 stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I want to show it to you in English style. Okay. All right. So we have 11 stitches over here, and we have to end up with 11 stitches. So, oops, let's do it in English style. So the other hand. Okay, so we are going to knit 2 together. All right, it doesn't happen, it's not happening, so we need to stretch it, and then it happens. So that's once. One more time, let's go stretch it first. All right, it's not happening over here. All right, let's go and try this way. All right, I got it. Now we need to do yarn over and knit. Yarn over second time and knit. Yarn over third time and knit. One more yarn over before you start doing slip, slip, and knit through the back loop. And we do slip, slip, knit one more time. Slip, slip, put that needle back in, and knit through the back loop. Okay, and I will go and finish my row. After I finish my row, I will knit 2 rows, just knit stitches. So I finished with entire row of my first lacy row pattern. Okay, and I reshuffled my stitches, so I have 33 stitches on each needle, and this way I have lower number of markers. Okay, now I will knit 2 rows. Just knit every single stitch. Okay, and I will do that in 2 rows. So after I'm finished with knitting this row, I will knit another row. Of course, you can go and do this on circular needles. Okay, you just probably, if you have a really long cable on your circular needles, you would go and use magic loop, and you would have more. You would not have only 6 markers, you would have more markers there. Okay, all right, so I am finished with 2 rows of just knitting stitches, so 2 knit rows. Okay, and I will go and repeat this first row again, and let me go and refresh your memory, which is knit 2 together. Let me see which one is more pointy. I think this one. Okay, so knit 2 together, knit 2 together, tighten up those stitches so you don't have big gaps. Okay, and now we are going to do yarn over and knit first time, yarn over, knit second time, yarn over, knit third time, yarn over, and you should have 4 stitches where you do slip, slip, and knit through the back loop, and slip, slip, knit through the back loop. And move the marker. I am going to work on this pattern. So far I did my first repeat of 3 rows, and I'm going to do second, and I want to do 4 and maybe even possibly 5, not sure yet. Okay, so when I'm finished with 4, then I will go and see if I want another one, and then I would go and show you how I am finishing the last rows of this dress. So this is my 5th time that I am doing this lacy pattern, lacy row. After this 5th row of yarn overs, I should, and let me go and show you that it's a 5th one. Okay, so this was our 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I did the 5th one. So we will do 1 row of knit row. So instead of 2 rows, okay, instead of 2 rows, we will do only 1, and then we will purl, and then we will knit 1 more and purl again, and that is going to give us the garter stitch. Okay, the garter stitch pattern. So we will do 1 row because we're knitting in the round, so we have to do 1 row knit, 1 row purl, 1 row knit, and 1 row purl. And then I probably will do another row of knit, and then I will after that last row, the 5th row of knit row, I will bind off. So you see here I started my 2nd row after the lacy pattern, and I'm purling it. So I finished my knit row and now I'm purling it. And after this, I will still do 1 row knit and 1 row purl. And actually I can go and start taking my markers out as well. I don't need them anymore. So this is my 5th row and I'm knitting it. And after this, I will bind off and I will use a purl stitch to bind off. Here we go, we're going to be binding off and I will use my purl stitch. So I will purl first stitch, purl second stitch, and then pull the first stitch over the second stitch. And then I will purl and I will again pull that stitch that I did before over the new one. Okay, let me show it to you in English style. So we're basically purling stitches and binding off at the same time. Okay. And you need to pull that stitch over the knitted stitch, over the purled stitch. And purl. I'm not very good at this, ladies and gentlemen. I am sure that you are much better. And I make it so loose also. Okay, so that's how you do it. So something like this. Okay. You see how much more in control I am of these stitches if I'm knitting continental? Very in control. So here you can see how it's going to look like. It doesn't look like it's gonna curl. It looks like it's going to stay flat. That's what I was basically aiming for. Okay, I'll show it to you when I'm done, all right? You'll see it, don't worry, I'll show it to you. As you see, I am finished with my dress and I only have to weave in my last end here at the bottom of the skirt. And this is how I usually do it. I find my very first stitch where I started and I go underneath that stitch. Okay. And then I find my last stitch where the yarn is coming out of and I put my needle from top going in and look what happens, how nice it's going to look like. You see, it just connects together. All right, and now I will just go and weave in my yarn invisibly, right? So it really cannot be seen. And I just go and follow like in an S pattern. Stretch it out a little bit and let's go and cut this. And let's leave just tiny end. I decided to go and use the pink over here and I will start right in here in the back because I know that let me go and unbutton. It's gonna be easier to do that. I know that here in the back, my ribbon is supposed to be across. Okay, so now we have ribbon in, and we can dress our doll, and it will fit any 18-inch doll, okay? So it can be either American Girl doll, or it can be Madame Alexander doll. All right, so that's basically about it for today's video. Links are going to be below the video. If you like my video, please give it thumbs up. I appreciate your comments. Share with family and friends. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on social media. And you will see me another day.